Hey everyone! Well, happy Halloween. Yes, it is. I can't believe it. It's already October 31st. I feel like this Halloween season went so fast. Although I have to admit, I often gauge like our success rate and making sure we got everything done by how many horror films Steve and I got to watch. And I think we got to watch all of our favorites. We saw Rosemary's Baby, The Exorcist. Last night we watched Halloween. We've already watched Hocus Pocus. So yeah. But it has just been this morning has been kind of like a regular day. Nothing crazy. I just kind of like have been cleaning up the house, getting some grocery shopping done. But it is about a little after 11:40 right now, and I think I'm at the place. I think I'm at the point now where the house is looking pretty good. So I'm gonna start cooking some fun treats. So yeah. So the first thing I'm going to make, and I make this every year, and it's so funny because Caleb was just asking about this morning at breakfast. I'm gonna make Rice Krispie treats because you guys, there's nothing better than homemade Rice Krispie treats, right? I haven't decided yet if that's all I want to do because you know what? I'm such a creature of habit. And, back in the day, we've mentioned this before, we used to have this huge Halloween party every year. The whole family would come because my siblings had little kids. But those kids have now since grown up and, they're off doing their own things, as they should. But yeah, you guys, there was a time when I would make popcorn balls. I'd make brownies. We'd get donuts. I would make caramel apples. I made the Rice Krispie treats. I mean, it was crazy. I would kill myself. And so now it's kind of funny. I kind of just twiddle my thumbs. Here it is, noon. I haven't done anything yet. But yeah, so I am going to make some Rice Krispie treats. The other thing I kind of want to start doing right now is I want to start chopping up the vegetables. I always make one of our tradition for Halloween is I make homemade sloppy joes. And I'm going to do the chopping now and just throw them in a Ziploc bag. So there's less to do later. I always feel sometimes when it's at that 5 o'clock hour when things are really getting exciting, I'm stuck at the stove and I'm like, oh, I hate this. I want to be able to help Caleb with his costume and get everything ready, So yeah, I think I'm going to do all that chopping and kind of that boring stuff right now. I got my recipes here. My Sloppy Joe recipe comes from Williams Sonoma, and I've shared it in the past. I'll link it below for those of you who want to try your hand at it. And then I always make this mulled apple cider from Martha Stewart's website. That's another thing with this Sloppy Joe recipe. I think it says it serves 6. Yeah, it serves 6. I remember at the height of our Halloween party, I used to have to quadruple this recipe. You can definitely feed more than 6 out of this recipe, especially when you got a little kid, when you have a lot of little kids coming to the party. But yeah, I used to quadruple this recipe. It was insane. But I think this year I'm just gonna make it as is. I went to Sprouts this morning and I saw these cute little plants, these tiny little pumpkins. They almost look like little tiny baby tomatoes, but I thought they were so cute. And I felt kind of bad for them because you can kind of tell they're on their last limbs, But I was just like, you know what? And I feel bad because I guarantee you tomorrow they're probably just going to throw them away. So I bought them. I was like, I'm gonna save them, bring them home. They'll add a little bit of a festive touch for our dinner tonight. So I've got my butter warming up. I'm starting with the Rice Krispie treats. You guys, I can never remember if I prefer making it out of my Dutch oven or my stainless steel stock pot down there. The reason I say that is because, if you've ever made homemade Rice Krispie treats, it's kind of a pain in the butt to clean up afterwards. And I always make it in 2 batches as well. That's a whole nother story. I feel like with the stainless steel, it's just so difficult to get it off. I don't know. I feel like it's just easier to clean out of my enameled cast iron. It literally just wipes off with hot water and stuff. I don't know. I'm crazy. But yeah, and I've shown this before, but when I make it, I use my little 8-inch square pans because then they come out really, really thick. They come out really great. I love just real thick Rice Krispie treats. But yeah, I'm kind of like an OCD kind of a person, so I should just make one batch and just divide it evenly, but it just appeases my own idiosyncrasies. Oh, and then also I measure everything out, even though it really is just one of these bags. I use the mini marshmallows, so it's a full bag of this. I think it says it's 10 ounces. But what I do, I then have some reserved over here. I actually like to toss a little bit of just some full-sized marshmallows in at the very, very end when I'm putting it in the pan. So you get those big chunks of marshmallow at the end. You guys, just wait and see. It's awesome. Okay, so I got my butter ready. Gonna add the marshmallows. Gonna use my little Happy Halloween spatula. Just melt all the marshmallows. We'll add our Rice Krispies after this. See how these marshmallows are just melting and they're like leaving that residue? I just feel like that residue is just so much harder to clean off a stainless steel pan. And it's still kind of a pain to get it off this, but I really do feel like you can just use some really, really hot water and it kind of falls right, you know, because this enameled is just like really smooth. It's essentially like a nonstick surface. So yeah, I feel like it's just easier to clean out of this. This is looking really great. So I will add my 6 cups of Rice Krispies and stir it in. But yeah, see how the marshmallow is all just melted in? Once I get this good and coated, I will then just add a good heaping handful of full-size unmelted marshmallows. Just have them kind of like sprinkled in to the finished product. And it looks really cool and it, you know, gives it really good flavor. All right, this looks pretty darn good to me. So I turned off the heat and now I'm just gonna add just a few, just sprinkle them in. Give it a light stir, just real light, and then I'm gonna press it into my pan. So I got it in my pan, so now I'm just gonna use some parchment paper to press it down. Look at that, beautiful, right? You can see those big chunks of marshmallow in there. It's gonna look really nice when they're all cut up and set up on a cute platter. Love it. So now I start round 2. All right, so now we got the second round, all set with Rice Krispie treats. And I can confirm, so Mike, if you're watching this next year, use the Dutch oven. This cleaned up so nice. I literally just some hot water and everything just came right off. Steve just came downstairs for lunch and totally reminded me. He's like, do we have pumpkins? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I left them in the car. I picked these up at the store this morning. Steve went to the grocery store last night to go get some pumpkins and they were completely sold out. They didn't even have their little display stand anymore. So luckily I was doing some shopping and I found some at the grocery store that I went to. And so yeah, we got these. I need to find the carving tools. I think it's Steve's hope to carve pumpkins with Kayla while I cook, but we'll see how that goes. I feel like, I mean, with any kid really, like it starts and then they just kind of like walk off after 2 minutes. All right, so cleaning up a little bit. I got my table all cleaned off. I'm gonna put my linens out just for fun, even though it's a small little get together. I mean, it's literally just my niece coming over, but I'm gonna put some linens out because you know, how often do you get to really put these out? This is like the one time a year. Got my little serving platters all ready and cleaned up. I think we're gonna put the donuts on this one, the Rice Krispie treats on this. I got my little cauldron out. Isn't this the cutest little thing? I got this years ago, like 2012, at Williams-Sonoma. And I think they mean for it to be a punch bowl, but I was like, we don't really make punches and stuff. You know, I make my apple cider, but that has to stay hot. And I don't think this would I think it would cool down like within minutes. So I have started to use this as kind of like my popcorn bowl, and I think it works great. So yeah, put some popcorn in there. That's always fun to have. I tried one year to make it like the bucket that we put the candy in for trick-or-treaters, but it's not that big. We actually get quite a few trick-or-treaters. So Steve just went to Costco and got a bunch of candy there. So I have that ready to go at the front door. I've got it all set up already because I feel like this is something we always kind of like forget to do at like the last minute. And then the doorbell rings and it's like, oh shoot, we're not ready. So that is ready to go with Mr. Skeleton here. But you guys, I have to tell you, I have like hit a wall. I am so tired and I totally understand. By watching this vlog, you think the only thing I did was make Rice Krispie treats. But I have been going all morning, just cleaning, shopping, getting things organized and put away, decorated and stuff. But you guys, I slept so poorly last night. I don't know why, but I just did. I just did not sleep good. And I think it's all starting to like hit me all at once. So I am going to carve out some like, you know, a quick 15 minutes for myself to take a nap. But yeah, for right now, I'm gonna keep going because I've got a little bit more time before I have to go pick up Caleb from school. And I wanna make sure when he comes home, the house is ready and you know, it's just gonna be a fun Halloween for him. But now it is time for the Halloween tradition, if you've been watching us for years, where I go on my annual tirade of Halloween and what day it should fall on. I have very strong opinions about this, if you can't tell. But we are in the situation where, yes, it is Friday. Halloween is on a Friday this year. And I know a lot of people are very, very excited about it. Just in my own small circle of friends, they are so pumped. They are so ready for it. And it never fails. Someone will say, oh, Halloween's on a Friday this year. And I go, ugh. Because it's the worst day. It's the worst day for Halloween. Hear me out. Now, granted, I am biased because I guess I was just very lucky growing up. I had awesome teachers. I went to an amazing school. But here's my story. So growing up, obviously Halloween is amazing, right? And you're a little kid, you get your costume, you're gonna go out and trick or treat and all that kind of stuff. Two things. I felt like when I was a little kid, the teachers never gave out homework on Halloween. They're like, it's Halloween, no one's gonna do homework. So it was like, sweet. So if it was like a Monday through Thursday, it was like, awesome, an extra day where there's no homework. Because you rarely had homework on Friday. At least, again, maybe I'm just biased. Maybe I just had amazing teachers. But then when you got home, it was like super exciting. You get your costume ready, you put your makeup on, do whatever you wanted to do. I used to create a little haunted house we used to have in my parents' house, we used to have this little archway that like a walkway up to the door. I would always set up like a little haunted house and stuff. Had a blast doing that. But it was just so much fun and so much excitement. And then my dad would come home early from work and we would order pizza. I was like, yes! You know, because usually my mom cooked. You know, we had like home cooked meals and stuff. But it was like, again, if it was Monday through Thursday, it felt like a Friday. Because it was like, oh, we're getting pizza. I'm allowed to have soda. Then of course we'd go trick-or-treating. And that's the big moment for Halloween, right? And also my parents, looking back, they never put a time cap on us. It was like, I think they kind of knew my sister and I would probably just get tired on our own accord. But they would let us just trick or treat however long we wanted. And we lived in this like big sprawling neighborhood. So it was like we would walk all the way in one direction, come back, and then go all the way in the other direction and so forth, you know? But yeah, they never had any issues. They never told us, oh, it's getting late, time to get back. They actually would let us trick or treat as late as we wanted. And then we'd come home and we'd get to have some candy after my parents checked it, of course. But then there would always be like some kind of a horror movie on TV. Now, my parents never let us watch horror movies, never let us watch anything that wasn't like rated in such a way for our age, right? No rated R movies, no way. But if the horror movie was on TV, we didn't have cable, by the way. If it was on TV, then all the bad stuff was edited out. So my mom, I have so many memories of my mom letting me stay up to watch the horror movie, whatever it was. I remember one year it was Nightmare on Elm Street. And I would just stay up late watching the movie and then I would go to bed. You guys, it was like an extra Friday night. It was an extra Saturday night. It was the best. And so now here's my reasoning why I think Thursday night is the best night for Halloween. Because if that was Thursday, like I said, I got an extra day where I didn't have homework. I got an extra day where it felt like Friday night, but it wasn't because the next day was Friday. I now had the whole weekend ahead of me. But then also, again, maybe I was just lucky, but my teachers, we would get to school and they'd be like, there's no way I'm gonna get these kids to work today. Last night was Halloween, they're hopped up on sugar. More than likely our teacher was probably hungover. But she would be like, okay, we're watching a movie today, we're just taking it easy. It was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then of course, because then it was actually Friday, there'd be no homework. So hear me out. I think for a kid growing up, it always just felt like Halloween was an extra weekend night, right? And it didn't eat up the calendar. Because if Halloween fell on a Friday, I would be doing all the stuff I would normally be doing anyway, right? We'd have pizza as a family. My parents would let me stay up. I'd get, soda. I mean, obviously there wouldn't be trick-or-treating and candy, but I don't know. I always just felt like as a kid growing up, I absolutely loved it when like one of the boring days got to be Halloween. It was like, I don't know how to describe it, but I think you guys understand where I'm coming from, right? If Halloween was on a Saturday, I'd be like, oh, okay. I mean, it was already gonna be an amazing day anyway, but now I guess we have to, you know what it is? It's kind of like having your birthday on Christmas. Like, Steve is a victim of this because his birthday is just days away from Christmas and he always had those people who would just like, oh, here's one single gift that you get. It's good for your birthday and Christmas. Like as a kid, you feel kind of gypped, but anyways, that's my little rant. Halloween is on a Friday and we're gonna make the best of it, even though it would have already been a fun night anyway. I forgot to show you, I got these things today at the grocery store. They're little fringe curtains. When Caleb, I think it was his 3rd birthday, we did a fringe over this archway here and he absolutely loved it. Like, no joke. I think it was either his 2nd or 3rd birthday, and him and his little friends would just run back and forth through the fringe. He still talks about that, and he was actually kind of disappointed that we didn't do it for his birthday this year. But I saw these, and they were only like a couple bucks each at the grocery, at Fry's. So I was like, I'm just gonna get them and surprise him. He's gonna love it. So I am hanging this one up here, as I mentioned. I'm not even gonna use, it's funny because it comes with like the sticky stuff ready to go. But in the past, that sticky stuff is very sticky. It actually ripped the paint off. So we did have to repaint this archway. So this year I'm just gonna use a little bit of masking tape. So we got some masking tape there. Speaking of the paint, I've never pointed this out to you guys. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? A while back, I was making spaghetti, and I was just trying to have Caleb help me with it, engage my child in the kitchen with me. And so I told him like that whole story where it's like, oh, pasta is done by, you fling the noodles at the wall, and if it sticks, it's ready. It blew his mind. He thought that was like the coolest thing ever. And he's like, what? Dad's gonna let me throw pasta at the walls? And so we were doing it, and we were having a lot of fun. And apparently he threw one way up there and I didn't even notice it. Like I probably found it like months later. And so I was like, oh, okay. And so I go and pull it off and it ripped the paint right off. And I was like, oh my gosh. So the other stray noodle there, I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it because unless I point it out, nobody notices because it is almost the same exact color as that wall. So I'm just like, out of sight, out of mind. Can you see it? Like seriously, like if you don't notice it's there, you don't notice, but once you get in close. See, here's where the other noodle had been. It doesn't really show up on camera too much, but yeah, when I pulled it off, you could see it ripped off the paint. You could see the white coming through. And then I was like, I'll just leave this there. But I did get the Halloween curtain hung, so he's gonna love that. So yeah, we got that one there, and then I just hung this one up right here. Just a little simple thing, but I think Caleb's gonna really love it. Oh, here he is, folks. I knew he was gonna love this. You like them? I went and got some donuts. Look how fun they are. They're like Halloween. I thought they were so cute. I love the Halloween sprinkles. These ones are supposed to be mummies. I guess they're supposed to have like wrappings on them. But yeah, I got some donuts. For those of you watching that are new to this channel and this is your first Halloween with us, I've always said I'm an old soul. I love a classic, like old-fashioned Halloween with apple cider and popcorn and donuts. When we used to do the party with all the kids here, we used to do bobbing for apples, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I love donuts on Halloween night. It's so much fun. Also, by the way, I went to Dunkin' Donuts this year because we used to go to this it was like an independent donut shop and it was really, really good. But I don't know if it's just because I've gotten older and like maybe my stomach's more sensitive, but whenever I eat their donuts now, I have the worst stomach ache for like the rest of the day. And then the last time we had it, Steve was like, these are so greasy. And I'm like, that's what it is. I think they were just like really, really oily donuts. And so we stopped going there. And then Caleb had like this coupon for one day after school. So I went and took him to Dunkin' Donuts to get a donut. And I had one. And I was just fine. And I was like, these donuts are actually pretty good. I don't know why I was like poo-pooing them for so long. So we are like a Dunkin' family now. So Dunkin' Donuts this Halloween. All right, this is kind of funny because I think this is one of the first things I said I was going to do in this video, but I'm just now getting around to chopping up the vegetables for the Sloppy Joe. Steve has started carving the pumpkins.
Yes.
What are you gonna do? Do you have any designs or ideas, I mean?
I'm gonna have Caleb do the designs.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
gonna get this stuff out.
The innards out?
I hate that dude.
Check it out. Eee. Oh my, these onions are so strong. I had to bust out the onion goggles. They are strong tonight. All right, so here's my vegetables. I've got some green bell pepper in there, some onion, I got some celery, and everything was strong. Even the bell pepper was strong. So we're gonna have some flavorful Sloppy Joes tonight. Yeah, so I'm just gonna throw this in the fridge. I'm like, it's a little too early. It's like 4 o'clock. I don't think my niece is coming till a little after 5. So I'm just gonna wait to make the Sloppy Joes a little bit closer to dinner time. But at least I got this chore done. Caleb is over here designing the pumpkin. So what do we got?
And actually, I did the eyes for that, and it's actually doing that because it's actually trying to trick everybody.
Oh my, okay.
And I had to make the mask, and I don't know how to make the mouth again.
The mouth? That's it. That one's a little tricky.
How do you make like the scary mouth?
Okay, well, Caleb is playing with Skylar. I finished up my veggies. I'm gonna cut these up next, and Steve is making a cocktail.
Big surprise, right? I finally get what you mean having Halloween on a day like Friday. I'm tired from the week.
I know, right?
I'm really tired. And it's just, well, this is going to help, okay? So anyhow, you guys have seen this smoke box, I think, in the past, right? In our house.
Yeah,
So
we've done this
This is
before.
also where you get like bull and bear. We just did this at Haleo. They did that as well. So nice little fun. So I'm going to smoke this cocktail with cherry wood. So there we go.
Can you do it until this
There
home?
he goes.
Can you do
Is it
it?
smoking in the box?
Is he smoking there?
Yes. Do you have to like turn that so it can go by itself?
Oh, there it goes.
Do it until it's completely so we can't see it, Dad.
All right, so the batteries were dead, so we didn't get nearly as
Yeah,
much smoke.
we did 4 AA's that were full. That had max. That means it's full power, and it went crazy with
Yeah,
smoke.
now it's going crazy. All right, we waited 60 seconds, so I told Caleb he could open it up very slowly, okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Whoa, look at all that smoke. Pretty cool.
It gives like a little like Halloween touch to it.
Yeah.
It's so ghost.
Okay, so I have changed. As you can see, I wanted to look a little more festive and in that like fall Halloween mood. So I've got my flannel on. Steve just made his cocktail. I kind of want a sip of that, by the way. Because you said it's an autumn old fashioned?
Yes.
It smells like what
Ooh, that's good. I like that. Very
So,
nice.
for anybody that wants to replicate this, it's 2 ounces of bourbon or rye, ½ ounce of Applejack brandy, a ½ ounce of cognac, use Cavassier, and then a ½ ounce of simple syrup. Dash of Peychaud's.
Oh, more.
I know. Dash of Peychaud's and dashes of orange, and then I use cherry wood for the smoke.
Very nice. But there it is. And yes, it is very, very nice. I like that a lot. Yeah, so I am going to turn out my Rice Krispie treats. My niece should be here like any minute. So yeah, I think it's just going to be a fun, casual night, just hanging out.
Yeah, we're having a great Halloween family day. So
Yeah.
we're going to do that. It's not a huge party, right? So it's going to be pretty small.
Right.
However, the problem is Mike has all the sweets ready. We have the candy ready, and we have to reserve our appetite for dinner later
Yeah.
on. But I see donuts over there. I see the Rice Krispie treats over there. I know there's a big cauldron of candy over there. Can't wait. Nice, small movements.
Man,
right?
check it out. Looks great, bud.
Good job. Okay.
Steve is teaching Caleb how to carve a
Pause.
pumpkin.
Let's pause. Okay.
Okay, no wait. I had to rest my arm because
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yes, rest your arm. It's a good
I'm
idea.
not even going to practice to do this arm next year.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Over here, my by the way, I forgot to tell you guys this. When I was using this cake pan, I just buttered it. It was just a simple butter situation, and it falls right out. It's amazing.
Okay, reach in and push it out.
Oh no! I
Oh.
get my hands all
Is
good.
that yucky? Here, Dad will do it. Oh, there it goes.
Here, pull it out with your
Want
finger.
to grab the piece?
Go ahead.
That's so good.
It's not that slimy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's ice stuff. All right, here's a trash can.
I wish I could see your face, Caleb.
Here's a trash can. What do you think?
So now we are making an apple cider. I love how this is becoming like a family thing. Usually it's me doing everything, but Caleb is doing the apples.
Yeah, because actually I found these 2 weak spots.
Oh,
I found,
okay.
Like 3 weak spots.
Okay,
And
so
I found
let's have
these,
4.
and Dad did this one.
Yeah.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So we're
Okay.
We're
We'll look for the next
pushing,
one.
we're piercing our lady apples with some whole cloves, and then they're gonna soak in the cider. So I have started working on my sloppy Joe. I'm not gonna film it this time because I feel like I was just watching the other day for the lasagna video. I had to reference the one we made like 2 years ago, and I realized I was watching it and I was like, oh my gosh, I've literally made the exact same video. So I'm just trying to change it up a little bit. If you guys want this recipe, I will link an older video. But I think right now, like we said, we're just kind of vibing. We're just having a fun, casual Halloween family night. So I'm just making the sloppy Joes. My niece should be here any second, but I will give you a little look at them when it's all done because it's a really great recipe. Oh, my candles have come on, so we're gonna have some spooky ambiance up there. And then it was funny, I forgot I had these, so I've got these candles. We're gonna light them a little bit later. This is a new set, but they're supposed to, like, when you light them, they're supposed to, like, drip blood. I don't think they worked right last year. I think they just oozed black wax, but we will see this year if we're gonna get some blood out of these things. My sloppy Joe is almost done. We're now at the point where I'm just simmering it for a little bit, but it smells so good. But in this, we've got like obviously ground beef, but we've got some onion, a little bit of celery, a little bit of diced green bell pepper, tomato sauce, Worcestershire, Dijon. It is a little ingredient heavy, but it's very much worth it. It's kind of like a one-pot meal too. You just kind of throw everything in here and you got dinner on the table. As you can see, Caleb got bored with his pumpkin carving. Just left the knife right in there. Ooh, the cider is smelling so good. Steve is making a cocktail here. My niece and her wife are here to hang out with us. So this is my niece's drink. We're just smoking up the house.
That's right. The whole night is going to be smoky.
My contacts are going to dry out.
All right, she's going to come over. She doesn't want to be on the vlog, so we always respect that, but she needs to come get her drink.
For cash.
Whoa, well, that's very Halloween-y.
And then go ahead and grab it. All right, so Macy, our niece's cocktail's done, so Mike is requesting a Jekyll and Hyde, so I pre-batched that in our nice little skull decanter here.
Isn't
So
that cute?
yeah, it works out well. So I'll do this. Do you want your smoke too?
No, I think there's enough
big
smoke in this
surprise.
house. I'm starting to choke over here. By the way, I came out here and I don't think the candles are bleeding. It's just black wax. They look kind of purplish, but so far, yeah, no blood. And also, I'm surprised we don't have any trick-or-treaters yet. I feel like we usually see something now, but the sun has set. It's dark out, so as you can see, we got an enormous thing of candy. So hopefully we get some kids soon. Okay, I come over here. I'm like, what is going on? What are you doing?
I'm putting my finger lights in here and look
I wanted to
at it.
put his finger lights in so it acts like a spotlight.
Okay.
Yeah, but keep it up. No,
Finger
keep it
lights.
going. Keep it going. Keep it up there.
Oh my gosh, there's so much
Let
smoke.
me get some. Let me get some.
I missed it. What did you just say?
This is good.
This is good. Sloppy Joe. So he's eating real quick because then he's going to get into his costume and then we're going to go trick or treating.
But before I want to get 2 donuts to carry me.
2 donuts.
So you can eat it while I'm trick or treat.
Oh.
Oh my god.
All right, so Caleb is done. He did a great job. What do you think?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Caleb loved it.
Right?
He's being a goofball right now.
Yeah, he's high energy. He's experiencing the highs of Halloween, but
He's watching his Mickey Mouse short, his Halloween short that he likes right now. But he was like, "This dinner is good."
but there's something about this comfort meal that is just so good.
Right.
It's really hitting on all. Yeah. It's so
Steve toasted that we got these special buns that have like sesame seeds on them, and he toasted them very nice. Adds a little bit of crunch. I love it. Okay, and just like that, we are now trick-or-treating. Oh, your little tags are showing. Do you want your tags tucked in? Okay.
Ghost.
All right, buddy. Let's go to
All
our
right, here we
neighbors
go.
right here. Let's go see our neighbor.
This one?
You can take however many you want to go.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
Okay, so far we're doing a pretty good job, but it looks like there's a haunted house over there that Caleb is dying to go see. So, well, we're gonna wait for this car to pass first, right? Caleb's got his finger light.
Which one's going to win? Ghost or bat?
Oh, I don't
This one's
know.
a bat. This one's a ghost.
Both are pretty fast. Ghosts and bats. It's a lot of inflatables. All right, Caleb. Okay, I hope this isn't too scary. Uh-oh. It says Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So this is like a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of situation.
No, is that really true?
It's a movie.
I would like to go treat.
And what is all that smoke? Like,
All right, which way are we gonna go? I think everyone's going this way. Okay. I have to say, I was a little worried because it seemed like everyone started trick-or-treating late this year.
They did. So but it's also getting dark very early. It's only 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So this is like prime trick-or-treating hour, right?
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
But I was just nervous. I was like, man, it's been dark for a while, and are we one of those neighborhoods where everyone forgot about us?
Yeah, I think it's growing. So I think we'll see. We'll see.
There's a lot out now, yeah.
What's up?
Oh, it's our favorite neighbor. How are you guys? God.
You get extra,
Oh,
buddy.
yeah, you get a handful.
You get a handful.
How you doing?
I heard you're special.
Oh, there he goes. He's off to the next one.
Don't look at the Enderman.
Another Minecraft player by
A
chance?
lot of Minecraft. All right, so it looks like this is our first house where they just left the candy out front. Let's see if they've left us anything. Oh, here he goes. What does it say? It probably says take one, okay?
Doesn't even say take one.
Oh, that's just the price tag.
All right, but
All
only
right,
take one.
well, yes, when someone leaves it out there like this, it's because they want you to just take one and then leave the rest for other people.
Watch out, the spider might get you.
Oh, that's a good one. It's gummy bears.
No, that was Minecraft.
That's good. All right. Oh, look at this house. This is cool. Wow.
Oh, look at your favorite character from Disney.
My favorite character from Disney. That's Jack Skellington.
What's the other one? The green one? That one?
Boogie
Oh, we're passing our house now.
These were motion sound.
Oh yeah, our little guys aren't going. The motion sensors aren't great.
Darn does not have the motion sensor.
There he goes. By the way, you may have noticed Caleb's not wearing his mask because it's very uncomfortable. But we passed like 4 other kids in the same outfit,
Yeah.
and none of them are wearing the mask.
No, only one.
Design flaw.
All right, so we are back home already. Did you have fun?
Yep.
Got lots of candy. Dad's checking it right now. So you're excited to carve a pumpkin with your cousin.
Yeah, I'm still doing some more cutting on this and making some more details.
Okay. All right, and just like that, Halloween is over.
It is over. Abnormally early for us.
For a Friday,
Yeah.
also.
I just figured this was going to be like a long party night, but no. It all wrapped up pretty early.
Yeah. So my niece's wife has to get up at like 3 a.m. for her job.
Yeah.
So
we did know that it was going to be an earlier night, but in general, Caleb had a great time. He was trick-or-treating.
did,
He
yes.
did get worn out. All that energy he expelled early on.
you guys, he had so much energy
Yes.
this afternoon, and I was like, save it, bud, save it.
But I feel like that's what you get as a kid on a holiday school day. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much excitement. You see all the other students out there in costumes. You just get so excited.
Right.
He came home as a ball of energy, and it exploded here a couple times. But anyhow, it's 8:33. He's already in bed. Night's winding down. Mike and I are going to watch some final Halloween movies, and that's a wrap on Halloween.
And Caleb is too funny. As I was putting him to bed, he was like, hey, Dad, I was thinking, I think I should be someone else for Halloween next year. And I'm like, okay, hey, we have a whole year to think about it. I just thought it was so funny that he wanted to be Steve from Minecraft again. And so, hey, it worked out for us. We didn't have to go last minute to look for a costume or anything. It still fit, so that was great. But I just thought it was funny how he was like, I'm going to be someone else next year. But thanks for hanging out with us on this fun Halloween night. We had a blast. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And from our magic family to yours, enjoy.